Hi everyone, this is Kilzhot from 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Season 8 spoilers, rumors, and lies live chat. So we are going to talk about a lot of different things that are out there. I will tell you, so far this season, it has not been as creepy as last year. Like last year, because a person died or people died, and we knew that was happening, there was like drones and spies and everybody wanted to know. This season has been a little bit more of what's going on? Who might die? What's going to happen? Tell us a little bit about the storyline. So I got some things tonight. There's a bunch of different sites out there speculating. What is funny is a lot of these other sites, some news sites, what is it, Christian Science, Digital News, EW, a lot of these guys are going back to some of our predictions that we made 2 months ago. And that's right, all of you in this room right now, we have talked about what we thought would happen, a few things. Look, we're wrong on some things, no doubt about it. But I'm starting to read some publications that are saying exactly what we said. So I think we might be on the right track here. Thanks everyone for showing up. A couple shout outs. See Jimmy G, Super Pooper, nice name there, Electrified Cherry, another nice name. What is it with these strange Michelle Yang, Miss Kill's voice? Of course I'm going to read that. Welcome back, Michelle Yang. Good to see you. We got Aliyoshi, Lynn Myers in the house, Ann Hodge in the house, KG Games, Dark Angel. All right, my crew is showing up. So I see Jim McGuire. I'll get some shout outs a little bit later on. A couple things here we want to talk about. So first of all, this is going to be a little bit of spoilers, a little bit of predictions, and just some rumors out there. So we are going to pile on a little bit more. We're getting ready to get back into whole filming in the second half, and more spoilers are going to open themselves up. But today is going to be just kind of a mix of each one of those things. So thank you. Appreciate everything that everybody's got going on. Let me tell you a few of the ground rules here. So one, this is very interactive. Number one, if you type something over on the right where it says live chat, all the people watching the playback, they're not going to see this live chat. So if you type something, I'm liable to use it in a video. So if you don't want it included, don't type it. I may say your name and say, Lynn Myers says, of course, we love you. So see, I'll call out your name, give you a little bit of shout out and then talk about that. Emmy Desiree Bacon in the house as well too. Number two, Tommy McCandless will probably be here shortly. That's my enforcer. He's really here to make sure that all of you guys slap that like button. Lucille the like button, Iron the like button, Spoon the like button, whatever you need to do, hit that like button. Got to do it. That's like the price of admission. Number three, when this video goes live, this will be about a 30-minute stream. After the video, if you guys could do me just an awesome, awesome favor, leave comments, because people that are watching the video, they're not going to know everything that we talked about. I won't get to everyone's comment. And as a double reward, I don't know what the word I'm looking for here is, as a double bonus, there you go, bonus what I'm looking for. If you leave comments on this video, I'm going to take the comments from this video, and then over on our sister channel, which is called 999 Spoilers, I'm going to actually read your comments and reply to your comments. So you're a part of the making of that video, and it's going to be called 999 Fan Reactions. So I'll react, I'll do spoilers, you guys will leave comments in the comment section, and I'll take that video and we'll read them, and that'll become a whole different life of its own. So there we go. That's a little bit of what we got going on. Let's get into it. Let's get into some of the things that we think is going to happen. This is a little bit of a curve. I did not predict this, but I have not read up to the point of this in the comics. I'm still about 40 issues behind. However, I do think there's a comic spoiler that may hold true. So we know from the Comic-Con trailer and from some of the sneak peeks we've seen here and there, Rick's going to get everybody together and basically give this Braveheart speech. You know, he's getting the Kingdom, he's getting the Hilltop, he's getting Alexandria. So the three groups are just going to they're going to converge together. However, in the comic, and it is an epic, epic speech and showdown between Rick and Negan. Rick actually offers Negan a truce. However, in the back of his mind, he knows Negan is not going to accept the truce. And I think that's what's in play here, is this one last-ditch effort of saying, hey, just want to give you one last offer. And the reason I think it's going to play out like this is because we do know that Daryl, Carol, Tara, Morgan, they're all summoning walkers. So we've got this huge path of walkers making their way to the sanctuary. And in the comic book, it does pretty much the same thing. So Rick has all these walkers coming up behind, and he basically has a showdown with Negan, and the speech goes a little something like this. I'm going to edit a little bit of it, but this is This is what is said. So I'm going to bleep out a little bit of it so you guys know. And this is from the comics. In the comic, there's this herd of walkers that comes up, and Rick's standing out there with several people. He's got Ezekiel, he's got Jesus, and Negan looks at him. He says, "What the fudge is this, Rick? We trying to play my, is bigger than your, because it isn't." So that's typical Negan for you. And he says, "Let's see who can see who's from here, and my eyesight is perfect." So basically, there's your typical Negan line. Who's got the biggest package? And Rick says, "That's not what this is. This isn't a threat. This is an offer for peace. We stand before you, three communities united, saying to you and your people and more, we will not give you supplies. We will not bow to your will. Those days are over." So that's kind of what happens, and Rick will shoot 2 shots up in the air, and the shots basically are summoning the walkers to attack Negan. So Negan basically obviously turns down that offer. There's a little bit more to it, and because it's such a epic line in the comics, and because we've seen some of the Negan stuff, like, did you hear the one about the prick named Rick, or hot diggity dog tickle my balls? So that is like it's risque enough that I think that they can kind of throw it on there, and it is so epic in the comic that it has to happen that way. So I do think what you'll see is, instead of Rick just loading up and storming in, you will see them have the plan in the works, go to the gate, and basically have the showdown between Rick and Negan, saying, basically, I want to offer you a truce. And after that, Negan's going to say no, and the walkers will storm the sanctuary. Thoughts and comments. So see what you guys think about that. Now, there are a few wild cards that could impact the way all this plays out. We know there's some stuff going on with Jadis. But here's the thing. We have seen it would make sense for Rick, Jesus, Ezekiel to make that path. And we also saw a little bit of Jerry as well, too. So that could have been right outside the sanctuary. And we know that Michonne and Rosita are busy tending to some other business. So I think Michonne wants to get revenge on Jadis and the Scavengers. So she's going to kind of go her own way with that, and we have seen a little bit of that fight and a little bit of that showdown. So James Gallegos says, with all the spoilers out there in the trailer season, will be so unpredictable. I don't think they will follow the comic too close. I think they will follow. I'm going to disagree with some of that. I do think they're going to follow the comic relatively closely, especially in episode number 1, because it is the 100th episode, and because it is the 100th episode, I think that's where you're going to see a real epic scene with Shiva dying to save Ezekiel. I think because that's so important and it's so emotional, and it's not necessarily, it's kind of one of those moments where it's kind of sad, but it's also epic at the same time. Like, wow, did you see that? Like, Shiva died, but she just died in like the most epic fashion. She might die saving someone else. I'm going to give a prediction with that as well, too. What's up, Kyle? Good to see you. So, thank you. Rick Grimes 12. I appreciate the love and glad you are feeling well. Nunya, I don't see Jadis dying either. Here's a little bit of where I'm going to go out on a limb with that. I see Michonne taking down some people, and Jadis being... I don't think Jadis is going to die. I think Jadis is going to get away. And I think Jadis is going to become part of the Whisperers. I got a feeling she'll be around a little while. Now, what her role is going to be with the Whisperers, that I don't know. But I do see her merging into something else and strengthening the numbers. Because that could give the Whisperers all the incentive they need to, and all the knowledge they need about Rick's group. Yeah, Shiva is... I got a feeling that's gonna play on the comic arc a little bit. But if they do want to mix it up a little bit, the one thing they could do, Shiva could die protecting Carl. For the weirdest reason, if you look at the trailer, and I know a couple people had posted this, when Carl's attacked by walkers, It looks, could be the ground, could be Shiva, could be a part of Shiva. I got a feeling Carl is involved in that, and we've already seen that could carry a lot of weight with Carl and give him a little bit more incentive. We thought that if something happened to Enid, that would motivate Carl. But let's think about it. If it weren't for Shiva, Carl would have already been Lucille'd. So imagine if Shiva not only saves Carl once, but also gives her life for Carl and not Ezekiel. Because they are surrounded. It looks like Carl's in the same wooded area. Maybe Carl gets surrounded again, and then Shiva actually dies saving him. 2 times is a charm, and I think that would definitely push him in a certain direction for the second half of the season. Stephanie, I don't know that Carl has the bond with Shiva, but the fact that he already, it doesn't mean that he won't create one relatively quickly because of that scene and because Shiva saved his life. And I think that could carry a lot of weight. Correct. I'm going to give you a couple more deaths. I mean, Eric is gone. We also think that Cal, one of the guards up at the hilltop, is going to die as well. Tommy, I want the Polaroid guy to die as well. And they know we want him to die. So, but here, this is what I've heard. Rick actually, evidently, in filming, goes up to the sanctuary and takes a picture of it. And I don't know when that happens, and I don't know where they're getting all these Polaroid cameras, but evidently Rick takes a picture of it. So hopefully that might be a little bit of foreshadowing as well, too, that we might see the Polaroid guy. I want to see that dude die. MD Grim Reaper kills better one-liners, Negan or Simon. Oh, definitely Negan. Now, Negan, if you want to bring the A game, and let me ask this as we get back to the spoilers, and I think it's going to be, this might be 50-50. Best one-liners, Abraham or Negan? Type your comments below. You don't necessarily have to give me the one-liner, give me the comment, but give me the person. And then we'll move on to what potentially could be the next spoiler. All right, waiting on a little bit of that data to come in. And then we're going to talk about somebody that was not in the trailer. Father G is probably not going to go. We'll talk about him before the end of the stream. All right, here we go. We got some Abraham. Oh, look at this. The Abraham folks are coming out. Ellie Valentine says Negan, but so far Ellie Valentine, Westwick are the only Negan supporters. Everybody else is Team Abraham. Abe all the way. Abe all the way. So this is like 90% of the stream. The Assassin. All right, we got a couple. Still, 80 to 90% of the stream is Abe. Oh, Tommy says Negan by a landslide. And because he said landslide and typed it all in caps, I'm going to give you an extra 2%. So we're up to Negan at 12%, Abe at 88%. All right, moving on to the next topic. Eugene has been seen filming. I know all the word out there is like he wasn't in the trailer and what happened to Eugene, where's he at? I think the you see a little bit of the trailer where it looks like a kind of like a lab or a science class type of thing. And then I know a lot of people are like, who came out in the hallway? To me, it looks like Carol. So I think that Carol is going to go on a mission to try to save Eugene. Or maybe Carol's the one that sneaks in and gives to Whitey Boy the note that says tomorrow. But I'm going to change up on something, okay? I was very passionate in the past, and I said that Eugene is done. You know, he's in too deep. He likes being a part of Negan's group. I'm going to change my mind. I do have that prerogative. If in the comics Negan can be forgiven, not forgiven, well, I guess ultimately he is forgiven, but locked up and given another chance, Eugene can as well. So I do think that Eugene is going to find a way to redeem himself. I mean, we saw that Rick and group were willing to blow him up. So what has Eugene really done wrong? He turned down the chance to leave because he's a coward. He did get out the megaphone and basically say, stop all of this. I don't want anybody to die. So Eugene has never fully been Team Negan, but he's afraid. And when Rosita was going to blow him up, I think that is even. You know, at that point you're even. Eugene left you. He didn't leave. You were going to kill him. He didn't die. Let's just say we're even. I think Eugene could still, he's going to do one of two things. He is going to not have any direction whatsoever and he's going to leave, or ultimately he is going to redeem himself and the group's going to take him back. And I know this is a little bit of, it's a little bit of backpedaling on my part, but it's going to happen. Lindsay, it's going to happen. I'll tell you why. Dwight, here's exactly. Will Rick forgive Dwight? Here's the question. And it looks like to a certain extent, he already has. So Dwight has killed Denise. Eugene has betrayed Rick. Negan has betrayed Rick. So potentially you could see all of these people, if it follows a little bit of the comic arc, getting back in the graces of Rick. Rial says, I think Eugene will wire the sanctuary or something. Jeff, he is a coward, but what happens at the end of All Out War? What are you going to do with Eugene? Rick's not going to go in there and kill everybody. This is where we're gonna disagree. Let's say, okay, I got to do these hypotheticals for everybody as we go into the spoilers. So let's say episode number 10, episode number 11, Rick's group finally, Rick, beats up Negan, locks him up, and now you got all these saviors, who Eugene, maybe Dwight might be Team Rick at that point, but all these saviors. What is Rick going to do with all these people? And I'm going to direct this to Lindsay Luke, because she says there's no way Eugene can come back. So let's say you got 100 saviors. Rick going to kill them all? No, he's not. So why would he not forgive Eugene? Give me a valid reason. If he's going to accept some of these saviors or some of these people, then it's not like he's going to line him up and say, you know what, Eugene? You could have came back, but you didn't. You tried to save us with a megaphone. I'm going to shoot you. It's not going to happen that way. Solo. I get where you're going with that. That's not quite what he said, Solo, but it was something like that. Awesome Bros is going to light them on fire. No, it ain't going to happen. Yeah, Kyle, I could see that. If I could see Eugene not having any other choice. But if that is not the case, if Eugene does not take his own life or Eugene does not take off, he's too scared to take off. So he needs to be represented by someone. And I could see Rick forgiving him. Rick's just that kind of person. Buffy Batcave says Eugene can come back from this. Helen Conley says Eugene is going to help Rick. Ann Hodge says Eugene is going to save Judith. Walker dead. I think they're going to forgive Eugene. So here we go. We're going to throw this out there. This is a little bit of spoiler chat. If you think Eugene has a chance to either be forgiven or accepted back at the end of the war, type yes. If you think Rick is going to kill him or exile him, type no. Let's just see what the general crowd thinks. Kelly says, Eugene chose to stay a traitor, but the Savior started as the enemy and wanted out. Kelly, to a degree. I don't think Eugene chose to stay a traitor. I think that's the difficult part. I think Eugene thought he could help negotiate a truce. Said, give me a chance. All right, so we got some of the comments coming in. We got more yeses. So maybe 70-30. And this isn't a question of whether you like Eugene or don't. This is a question of whether you think the storyline could, you know, and that's probably the best one I've read right there. Emmy says yes, but I'm not happy about it. And that's kind of the way I feel. I think that it's more likely than not, if Eugene is living and Rick's team wins the war, Eugene is harmless. There is no harm in having Eugene around. And that's really what you got to look at. It's not like Rick's got to look over his shoulder and say, oh, this guy's going to blackmail me and stab me in the back. He's just he's a lost soul. He doesn't know what to do. And Rial says, Eugene will shock people. He'll do something unexpected and heroic. So here we go. Now, no, it wasn't 50-50. It was at least 65-35. But regardless, Deadhead, let me add this caveat because we have to follow the storyline. Let's say Eugene blows up the sanctuary. He wires the sanctuary with explosives and does something to help Rick. Now, he does something heroic. Does that change the overview? Does that change the narrative? And you can kind of see, and I think the one thing you have to do, and especially when you're in my position, you're the guy behind the microphone. A lot of times it's hard because you have a certain emotional pull. And you say, oh man, I hate Eugene. But at the same time, you've got to think from a writer's perspective, you've got to think from a storyline perspective, you've got to think of all the different things that are out there. And I don't see Eugene as somebody's going to poison all the people in Alexandria. So a lot of it does depend on the storyline. So if Eugene does something heroic, it definitely changes the storyline. Here are a couple things. If we take everything at face value, here are some things that have to happen. Number one, Rick has to kill Negan. He said he was going to do it. Not today, not tomorrow, but I'm going to kill you. Does Rick kill Negan, yes or no? I'm going to put you on the spot. Rick said he was going to do it. But all the things that you know that's out there. You know Morgan built a cell. You know he doesn't kill him in the comics. You know that if he doesn't kill him, it could definitely push the storyline along really, really cool, right? If he doesn't kill Negan, because somebody's probably going to be pissed. A lot of people are going to be pissed at Rick. Negan is ultimately going to help Rick later on. So, I'm going to get a few of these. Dark Angel says no. Nathan Wood says yes. Ellie Valentine says no, he doesn't kill. Jamie Taylor says no, he doesn't. MD Grim Reaper said yes, he kills him. Jewel Dill says no. Emmy Desiree Bacon, no, he's not going to kill Negan. Diane Estes says yes. Awesome Bro says yes. DP Games says no, he's not going to kill him. Nunya says not right away. Walker Dead says hell no, he ain't going to kill him. Rick isn't killing Negan. No way, Westwick. Nikki Stick says no. Okay, so you get the gist of it. I'm reading a lot of people that are saying Rick's not going to kill Negan. A lot of you are saying no, not right away. So here's my question. Rick told all of you to your face, looking at your TV screen, I'm going to kill you. But yet, the majority of you don't believe Rick Grimes. You think Rick is lying to you. He's not going to kill Negan, even though he said it. Now, why would you think that if Rick could go back on his word and not kill Negan, why would you think that he couldn't forgive Eugene? That's kind of my point. And I know the answer to this because a lot of you, like me, don't like Eugene. You don't like what he did. You don't like that he could have left. You don't like the fact that Sasha died because of him. Eugene's responsible for Sasha's death. But here's the thing that I want to say to you. That a lot of you are forgetting. What did Sasha say to Eugene before she died? Absolutely, Lindsay. Morgan built that jail cell for a reason. I don't disagree with that. And you know what? I'm going to take your comment and I'm going to prove my point. Morgan built the jail cell for a reason to lock up Negan. Sasha had a conversation with Eugene and it was important. If it wasn't important, she never would have said it to him. And when somebody gets it, hold on. When somebody types it, I'm going to read it. That's not what she said, Nathan. Ha! There we go. Rial hit the nail on the head. Sasha said she had hope for Eugene. If that conversation was not important, it never would have happened. They're walking out. Sasha's getting ready to get into the coffin. She looks at Eugene and says, I have hope for you. That means Eugene has a chance to turn the tide, to do something right. And if he does turn the tide, all bets are off. He tried with a megaphone, wasn't going to happen. Now he knows it's going to take a lot more to end this war than just talking in a megaphone. That's my thoughts, that's my comment. So anyway, just like to debate it, just like to get the words out there a little bit. Let's see. Some of the predictions that are out there right now, and this is almost direct from what we talked about. A lot of people are predicting that Eric is going to die. We actually looked at the trailer. There's a couple really, really telling signs with Eric. We don't see Eric beside Aaron, but we see Aaron talking to Enid. And Eric wanted to be side by side. When they went to Oceanside, Eric wanted to go with him. When they were up on top and they were shooting at the, when they were supposed to ambush Negan, Eric was right there. I think Eric dies in the first couple episodes. It's going to push Aaron's storyline forward just a little bit more. So I'm going to get to a couple comments. I'm going to keep this right at 30 minutes because there's just a ton of stuff we can talk about. Real quick announcement why we get some of your closing comments, and I'll do some shout-outs a little bit. A couple things. One, if you guys are new to the chat or you guys know 909 Gaming, we do Chill with Kill Sunday morning, just hang out. We do a little bit of video gameplay. It's very random stuff. Then also Sunday nights. This is Sunday Night Spoilers, Rumors, and Lies. We do Sunday spoilers every Sunday night, so hopefully you guys will keep coming back. We'll grow the group as we did last year. By the time we get to October, we usually have anywhere between 1,000 to 1,500 people. So those of you that have been loyal all through the summer, I appreciate everything that you guys do. Tomorrow night, if you guys watch Preacher, tune in here after Preacher. You'll get my reactions, some of your reactions. If you don't watch Preacher, log in anyway. It's just fun chat. Tuesday night will be Random Things. If you have a random topic you want to talk about, add me on Kick, Kilzhot. We talk about 6 or 7 random topics, anything. It's we're just all over the place. Wednesday night we'll get back to some more Walking Dead. That's our Wednesday Walkers. And Thursday last week we did our brand new inaugural event, Top 9. And instead of a top 10 list, we create our own top 9. I tell you guys on the Facebook page, usually a couple hours in advance so you don't have too much time to prepare for it. Last week it was greatest movie songs of all time. We took your ideas, my ideas, other people's ideas, we research it, we jumble it all together, and we come up with our top 9 list, and we'll have a new topic this week. So I appreciate everything that you guys do. We got a well-rounded group of topics, a fantastic group, awesome participation. You guys are amazing. Michelle Yang says, Kills, you have to watch Game of Thrones. If it was not ending next season, I would absolutely binge watch it and catch up. The problem is going to be by the time I catch up, it's going to be over. So I'm not saying that I won't catch up at some point, and I know there's a lot of fans out there, and I'd love to kind of get out there and talk about it, but I'm probably going to defer and move in a little bit different direction. There's some things that I want to do as far as some live interactions with you guys, and also a little bit more virtual reality and augmented reality. Love The Walking Dead, and you guys can see, like Diane Estes, top 9 was fun. So everything that you guys do when we get together, it's just a blast. So thank you for everything that you guys do. Couple spoilers out there, and hopefully we at least whet your appetite a little bit more for The Walking Dead. We will be back Wednesday night to go a little bit further. Think about what we talked about tonight, and we'll add a little bit more onto that. Here we go. This is the end of the chat, and this is where I just tell you guys how awesome you are and read out as many shout-outs as I possibly can. And remember, when video goes live, get over there and leave some comments. I want to say thank you to Kelsa Smile. I want to say thank you to IROC6, Jamie Taylor, Lindsay Luke, Nathan Wood, Walking Dead Girl. Thank you so much. Lynn Myers, thank you so much. Appreciate you being here as well. Ann Hodge, Emmy Desiree, Bacon in the house, Michaela Donaher. Thank you so much for being here. The Assassin, Westwick, Sebastian Carpio in the house, Michelle Yang, Dark Angel. Really, Dark Angel putting the foot down, holding down the moderation. And also special shout out to Moody Girl 2, Kyle Crook. Who else we got? MD Grim Reaper in the house. Deadhead, thank you for your insight. Appreciate that. Ann Hodge, Ellie Valentine, much love back to you too. Michael Backyard Wrestling, MOF. 12,006, Chip Clemfan from South Kakalaka, Steph Richardson. Oh, don't forget drunk texting. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Walker Dad, what's up? Nunya, Amir Smith, Rial, thank you so much. Awesome, bro. Northside Queen in the house. Walani, Lindsay Luke. I love to argue with Lindsay Luke like every chat. She takes one position, I take the other one. I just we headbutt like right in the middle. I love you, Lindsay Luke. Thank you for being here. Who else we got? Kristen McBride, love you too. Thanks for being part of the stream. Kelly Golan Zinier. Who else we got? We got Jewel Deal, who will save your soul. Jewel. Helen Connolly in the house. Rusty Shackleford, thank you. Appreciate you being here. Who else we got? Packing a Glock. Packing a Glock. Kentrell Muhammad, thank you for being here as well, too. Carmen Trance, Brene, Jeff Morrow. I love seeing these repeat names because you guys are here every stream. And believe me, I appreciate it. Steph Richardson is the Cuervo Queen. Aaron Music, thank you for being here, Aaron. My boy Tommy, the sweet-ass enforcer. McCandless, holding it down. Rick Grimes, thank you so much. R. Grimes 12. Yeah, if you guys aren't part of the drunk texting, I'll fill you in the next stream. We'll probably talk about that a little bit more with random things. What's up, Sola Outlaws? Hey, I got it. Sola Outlaws was just trying to talk like Negan was talking to Father Gabriel. Didn't mean anything in chat. He said, hope you got your shitting pants on, because you're about to be shitting or something. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and watch the trailer now. Oops. It's the end of the stream. Watch. I'm going to get banned. People are going to say, Kill said what? I'm quoting it. I'm quoting it. So if I quote it, it's okay. What's up, St. Jimmy? Answer me. Nunya, I missed your comment. I just saw Kills answer me. 999 Army. Thank you guys for being just such an awesome part of the 999 Army. Michaela, Kills, what is your favorite movie of the year? I liked Wonder Woman and I like Spider-Man. I like both of them. Transformers I liked. I think I liked Wonder Woman more than I liked Transformers, though. Yeah, I'm going to get a timeout. They're like, you don't cuss in the comics. Why are you cussing in your live streams? You sitting... Yeah. Look at some of my angry people. All right, give me a timeout. I'm getting ready to wind down anyway. I'm looking through all the names just to see if there's some people I missed out. Chad Bud, what's up, man? If I've missed you so far in shout-outs, just type a reminder for me real quick. I see Wonder Woman. I missed Wonder Woman. Diane Estes. What's up, Diane? Love me some Diane Estes. Appreciate you being part of the streams. Jamal Rana. What's up, Jamal? I always miss 3 or 4 people. But I'm going to try to get as many people in here as we possibly can. I do want to see Planet of the Apes, though. Nikki Sticks. What's up, Nikki? Awesome, bro. What's up with the old man Rick thing? It's going to be a time skip at the end of the season. James Gallegos. Thank you, James. Fifi Mac. Thank you, Fifi. Appreciate you being here. I was a little disappointed by Transformer Solo. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was like horrible scale, but it was not as good as I wanted. Wilson, there's Wilson. I knew I missed somebody. It's like when you guys type it, I recognize who I forgot. Chad Budd said, this was cool. It'll be the best live stream possible. What's going to make it even better is when it goes live, just get over there, leave a couple comments, let people know what you liked, what you didn't like. And then when I take this video over and we start doing shout-outs and some individual stuff, then you guys will be a part of that as well, too. What's up, Sean 7? Thank you. Oh, boy. I don't want to give a shout-out to somebody with the name Donald Trump. Oh, really? You couldn't find another name. All right, the Don. I'll give you a shout-out. That pains me. Pains me to shout out any politician's name, not just yours. Michaela, I am excited. You know, the problem with Telltale's Batman is I played it and I had so many issues with streaming it. I might have streamed 1 or 2, but it did not go through very well. But we are going to diversify. You guys are going to see some a lot more gameplay coming up. Yeah, this is a time of year, I think, during the summer, we're all a little bit relaxed. But as the summer winds down, you know, I get my 999 gaming face on, and a lot of you too, because I see a lot of people in this stream that were not in some of the other streams. We've been very sporadic. Like this morning, I saw like 10 people I haven't seen in a long time in the Chill with Kills. I saw a few more people tonight. So when we get around September, October, everybody shows up at one time. And then I got my work cut out for me. So thank you so much. The last thing I will say, because we still got quite a few people here. Nathan, what's up, Nathan? Good to see you as well, too. We do this. It's not broadcast. So if you have me added on Kick, I may pull you into a group chat on Saturday nights. Won't be any other night. It's a random 10, 15, 20 people, and this is what we do. It's usually more, you know, I won't say adult themed, because it's not like there's nothing dirty that goes on in there. it's after a couple adult beverages. I mean, I'll just say it like that, which means it's in kick. I mean, if it was lewd or just completely offensive, I would leave the chat. I wouldn't do it. But what I do is I pull about 10, 15 people, random people that I have added on kick, and because most of the people that I know have had a few drinks, we just start doing lyrics. So it'll be whatever's on the playlist. Last night, you know, we went anywhere from Jenny, Jenny, who can I turn to? 8675309. So, I mean, that's what we do. The problem is some of the songs are really fast. So sometimes I'll take a picture of the playlist and then I'll just post the picture of the playlist and start typing lyrics. After a couple drinks, it's kind of hard to do something like Ice Ice Baby, right? Because you type one line and then you get, you know, the song's already halfway through the song. So you're typing like one lyric and then the next half, and everybody's sort of piecing it together. So it's just relaxed, just kind of chill. It's a good time. But yeah. So I can't promise who's in, who's out. It's just, and sometimes I can't promise that I can see the phone screen like 100%. So I could be pulling whoever in. Here's the deal, though. It only lasts about 45 minutes or so, and then it's over. I break up the chat. It's done. So some people have been involved. You know, they're watching movies. They're shopping on Saturday night. They're at a club Saturday night. Some people are at a bar and they're with friends and they're like trying to all type lyrics. So it's just something. It's like, it's drunk kicking, but it's not. It's like drunk lyrical kicking, I guess. Yeah. I can't even tell you what all we did. Kel probably can. So yeah, there was some Vanilla Ice. There was some CNC Music Factory. I do remember that. I was trying to type that, and it was pause, take a breath, and go for yours. On my command, now hit the dance floor. Gonna make you sweat till you bleed. Is that dope enough? Indeed. I pay the price to control the dice. I'm more precise. To the point, I'm nice. I can't even do it not drinking. So you can imagine when you're trying to type, and when autocorrect kicks in, oh boy, it's a world of hell sometimes. Yeah, I was typing something the other day to someone, and I think I meant like, you got it? And it was like, you got tits or something. I don't remember who it was. If it was one of you guys, I really apologize, because I was like, oh shoot, I better get that. Yeah, if you type like, you got it, or something along those lines, make sure. Siri's got a dirty mind. Just watch what Siri does. Oh man, I can't even say her name either. When if my phone is over there like too close and I speak her name really loud, we call her Iris because that's her name backwards. Because if you say, "Hey Iris," she doesn't do anything. But if I say, I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to skip it. I think that's going to be a good topic for random things too. Worst autocorrect ever. Don't type it now. But I want you to think about it. That's something I do want you to. And my Siri has like an Australian accent, so it's like, "Hey Siri, I see a little silhouette of a man."
Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, 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 Galileo Figaro Magnifico. I'm just a poor assistant. Nobody loves me. It's just a poor assistant from a poor family. Spared its life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go. Will you let me go? Bismillah. No, we will not let you go. Let it go. Bismillah. We will.
Yeah, it's kind of cute when she says it like that, though. Nice voice. Yeah, I had to change it up a little bit. It is. Like, whatever. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I carried the stream over with some random stuff about 10 or 15 minutes beyond what we actually thought it was going to do. Now Apple is probably going to copyright me because of Siri's voice, but whatever. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate everything that you guys do. I will see you all tomorrow night at around 10:15ish. We're going to talk a little bit of Preacher. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon. Peace.